Approximately 3 or 4 weeks ago, one of you asked me to check out AirGPU. It's a cloud gaming service which allows you to kind of rent or create a virtual machine with a modern high-end GPU which you can just access using an internet. So I decided to reach out to AirGPU to see if they'll let me, take a look. So shout out to Sven from AirGPU for giving me some credits. So now we can go ahead and create some machines and see how it works. And once you head over to creating a machine, you can select one of the regions. I initially went with Mumbai region since it is the closest to my location. There's just one GPU available for this region, which is an equivalent of GTX 1080. If you select any North American counterparts, you can select the other two GPUs as well, but the price will change. You can select the CPU and RAM configurations. You can even select the streaming quality. I prefer 1080 at 60, and you can choose the total storage too. You can load balance by purchasing credits from here, like $10 or $25, and it will deduct that amount by an hourly basis. Now the initial setup is a little bit different. Now I faced some issues with my network provider because for some reason they weren't allowing me to connect to this remote machine, but that was an issue with my internet service provider for my Wi-Fi. So I had to use the mobile data from my phone and the remote connection from Microsoft app to connect to this. I'll show you how. So firstly, once the machine is created, click on start. It'll take some time to start the whole system. In fact, even once it is running, it'll take a while for it to allow connections. You'll also need an app called Parseek, and this is how you will be connecting to the remote machine. Just sign up to Parseek as usual and have that account ready. You can download the app for your desktop as well. So once the machine says running, it'll probably take around 3-4 minutes to get to this stage, and sometimes it'll say could not load your machine, error or something. Just reload the page and try again. It's in beta, so there are some things to work out. But once it says running, you see the IP address, username, password, etc. Just copy that IP address, open remote desktop on your PC and try to connect to it. Now in my case, my Wi-Fi's ISP was not allowing that connection, so I had to switch to my phone. So if you face problems connecting on your PC too, just download the same app on your phone. It's called Remote Desktop from Microsoft. Just search for Microsoft Remote Desktop. You'll see that as a first option. It's a very similar interface. Just download it, enter the same IP address, and that's it. Just connect to it. It'll immediately connect if your network is allowing it. It hardly takes like 2 seconds for the username password prompt to show up. And once it is there, you can just copy the username password from here. Don't worry, you just have to do this once, and once you have logged in, you can just launch it from Parseek. So this is like a first time setup. I had to spend a lot of time figuring out why I can't connect, so I depleted like half of my credits trying to debug this thing. Eventually I figured out like it's my ISP's issue. So I'm telling you right now, if you can't connect immediately with your Wi-Fi, try switching your network. Afterwards, you can switch back to your Wi-Fi network. It's the first time connection that's problematic. So as soon as you connect to any of your app, you'll see that the same AirGPU system now shows up in your Parseek application. You can click on connect and it'll load it. That's it. You have set up the application and this is the remote environment. That's the virtual machine which you'll be using to play games. When you're logging in for the first time, again, you'll have to enter the same password that you see on the AirGPU page, and you can use this floating menu of Parseek to kind of change some settings like the display resolution. Okay, now you can go ahead and download your games on this machine and start playing them. Now I don't own any games myself, so I decided to try some free titles. Now since this being a virtual machine, it does cause problems for a few games like Valorant, for example. I installed Valorant, but it would not open because their anti-cheat system doesn't run on a virtual machine. Same goes for Genshin Impact as well. Like even that does not run on a virtual machine. It installs fine, but it doesn't open. So yeah, sorry, if you're trying to play those kind of games, then a cloud gaming service won't probably be a good option for you. But everything else would work fine, like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption, especially those which are not on GeForce Live, you'll be able to enjoy them here. Let's see how responsive this is in terms of latency. After all, this is a remote system, right? I've heard a lot about Rocket League, but I never tried it, so let's try it now. Mouse movements and everything are perfectly fine on the home screen. Okay, it's lagging a little bit, meaning that there is a little bit of latency. I'm sure the system is handling it fine. I'm pretty sure this is the Wi-Fi latency, like the internet latency between the system and me. The machine I've set up can maximum only output up to 10 Mbps, which may not be good enough. I suggest you go higher. I mean, I didn't know, so this is just a test machine. Seems like it is delaying a bit, so go for like 20 and above. But note that the price will increase definitely. Now I'm just mashing WASD to see how quickly it responds, and yeah, there is a minor network delay, but it's greatly playable, like genuinely. This is much better than I thought. Yeah, I'm clearly not a gamer, but definitely from a testing perspective, I'm satisfied with the controls. It's responsive and I don't feel like the network delay is causing me to lose anything. I don't have any more games. Like, I wish I had more games to show you, but I don't own any yet. Once I buy something, then maybe I can make a follow-up video once they are out of the beta stage. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, but for now, if you were just wondering whether AirGPU is good enough, I would say yes, it is definitely good enough. You can get some, like, a few hours worth of good gameplay out of this. Best part is, all the while I'm doing this, my laptop is sitting silent because my 3060 is not being used. It's too bad I can't run Genshin Impact though. It was a pretty hyped game, isn't it? I wanted to try it on this PC. Well, I guess I'll try it on my own PC. Maybe down the line we'll get some sort of way to run those things on a virtual machine, in which case this would be indistinguishable from a local gaming system. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. This was my first ever experience with cloud gaming, and yeah, it's dope. Connection, disconnection, everything is pretty easy. Remember to set the bandwidth higher than 10 Mbps so that you get a better experience. Only thing is, once you have disconnected the VM, remember to stop the machine. It is still consuming your credit, so remember that. Click on that big red stop button and yeah, you can start it again when you want it next time. And next time when you're connecting, you don't have to go through the remote desktop ever again. Just start the machine, and once it says running, you can open Parseek and you will see the machine there. Click on connect and that's it. So if you're someone like me who's interested in testing out early stage software, like this is in beta at the moment, but it still works relatively fine. So go ahead, I'll leave a link in the description for AirGPU. Check it out, let me know what you think. And thanks again to AirGPU for providing some credit so I can try it out.